season's gone through, and it's been tough.
Clint Stanaway, NBN News.
Nathan Cleary has signed a monster deal at Penrith, making him a Panther until at least the end of the 2024 season. Meanwhile, Cooper Cronk concedes he's close to no chance of playing in Sunday's grand final against the Storm, but that won't stop him doing everything possible to defy the odds. The Roosters star recruit knows if he does play, he'll be heavily targeted by his former teammates.
They're the Roosters' dream team, and given the nature of Cooper's shoulder injury, they may remain just that. Cronk was posing without a sling, but when he faced the media, he had support for his shoulder.
I know that I can move it. The best thing is just to immobilise it so I can get some recovery done, try and strengthen up so the muscles don't obviously get worked over too much. So look, the whole idea is the sling is to keep it in place so it's protected and do everything I possibly can.
Cronk wasn't at training today and is remaining secretive about the nature of his injury.
I won't be going into the specifics because at this stage there's obviously an injury there, and with all due respect, as I said before, you're on a need-to-know basis, and if you know, then most of the other people will know as well.
Cronk was as honest as he could be about his chance of playing.
It's a long shot, and that's the line I'm going to run with, and I'm not lying to you. The whole idea is that there's an injury there. There's no doubt about that. Am I 100% going to be playing? No. Am I zero chance of playing? No. It's somewhere in amongst that, and I can't give you a number, but one thing I can guarantee is that I'll do everything possible to be right on Sunday.
And he means everything.
If someone says, I should shoulder 5 times a day, well, I'll go do it 10 times. If they said get treatment 2 times, I'll do it another 5 times. So it's just how much you're really wanting to do it, and at some stage, God or science will say no, but until then, I'm going to do everything I possibly can.
For once, the game's #1 perfectionist isn't after perfection.
I go out there at 50%, I go out there at 30%. Like, the whole idea about this game is that you get one opportunity to play off in the grand final.
And as a former Melbourne player, Cronk knows better than almost anybody else. He's setting himself up to be targeted by the ruthless Storm.
If I'm there with my boots on and this Roosters jersey on, everyone can run at me because there's nowhere to hide out there.
Danny Weidler, NBN News.
Cronk isn't the only one battling injury. Melbourne playmakers Cameron Munster and Brodie Croft both sat out training today due to soreness. Billy Slater was out there, but the judiciary will decide his grand final fate in 24 hours.
Is this the last time Billy Slater will wear the Melbourne Storm outfit? He's desperate to lace up the boots one last time, but first must succeed at the judiciary. The veteran fullback was mute to the media today. You confident about tomorrow, mate? His teammates believe he'll be free to play.
Whichever way it goes, we got a great staff here that will be doing everything they can to get him to play, and we got all the confidence in them that they'll get the job done for that.
Slater trained with the team this afternoon before tomorrow, flying to Sydney for one of the biggest judicial hearings in NRL history. What do you reckon? Will he get off?
Of course he will.
I'm pretty sure he will get off because I've seen all the footage.
Yeah, I think he will, but yeah, fingers crossed.
Halfback Brodie Croft's NRL career has only just begun, but for a while this year it seemed it was almost over.
Yeah, if you asked me that question 2 months ago, if I'd be playing in an NRL Grand Final, I'd nearly laugh it off as a joke.
When Brodie Croft, he had an up and down year, he was a bit tough. He copped it from the media and then he's just bounced back.
Dropped to the Queensland Cup for 13 weeks before taking a call from his boyhood idol, Cooper Cronk.
He got in touch with me actually not too long after I did get dropped this year, and that was really comforting. The words that he had for me, he didn't talk too much, but what he said, yeah, that really hit me and gave me a bit more confidence.
Melbourne fans will be vastly outnumbered in the decider, but they can be comforted by the fact that they will enter the match as slight favourites. As for the team's movements, they'll be travelling to Sydney on Wednesday. Rob Canning, NBN News.
AFL Grand Final week gets off to a glamorous start with the Brownlow medal awarded in Melbourne tonight. The event is one of the showpieces of the social calendar. While the players' partners take centre stage on the red carpet, a former Sydney Swan is tipped to take the main prize tonight. Tom Mitchell favourite to win the medal after a superb season for Hawthorn. The Opals are 2 from 2 at the Women's Basketball World Cup, easily accounting for Argentina 84 points to 43. Liz Cambridge again starring for Australia, scoring the Opals' first 10 points.
Super move. Get behind the backboard.
Despite just 17 minutes of court time, Cambridge racked up 24 points, taking her total to 58 in just 2 games. The Opals now have a day off before their final game of the group stage against Turkey tomorrow night.
Stay 2-0.
In just a moment, local sports and a history-breaking dive for Australia's Rhiannon Ifland.
Exciting thing about Ford's new showroom lineup? Trying them out. Because talking is no substitute for driving. The upgraded Everest, Escape and Ranger have arrived, packed with tech and features like never before. And to celebrate, you can get Rego, CTP and stamp duty absolutely free. Come and experience the new range for yourself at Ford.
Make the switch to Newcastle permanent and you could get $1,500 cash back on one of our great variable home loans. We reward our customers, not shareholders, and are an award-winning alternative to the 4 major banks. Which means you can get a great home loan and get on with life. Make the switch to Australia's Home Lender of the Year today. Newcastle permanent.
Nivea Q10 Plus C, our first combination of pure vitamin C plus Q10. Visibly supercharges tired skin to help fight the appearance of dullness and fine lines. The new Nivea Q10 Plus C range.
$50 million? No.
I just couldn't.
$200 million.
I couldn't.
You can't really put a price on your site.
This is the face of Fresh. He's up before the crack of dawn to make nutritious bread every day, with so many healthy options, even ones for sensitive tummies.
Switch to Newcastle permanent and you could get $1,500 cash back on one of our great variable home loans. Make the move to Australia's Home Lender of the Year today. Newcastle permanent.
Rhiannon Ifland has become the most successful female cliff diver in history, claiming a hat-trick of world titles. The Lake Macquarie athlete admitting the achievement hasn't sunk in.
In the very south of Italy, where houses are perched on the side of cliffs atop a 21-metre platform, a crowd favourite from down under. Starting the event in second, Rhiannon Ifland put it all on the line in the final stop of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. She performed her most difficult dive on day one, recording the highest ever score to surge straight into the lead and, importantly, conserve energy for a tilt at the title on the final day.
The crowd and the atmosphere here today was just filling me with energy anyways.
On the final dive of the series, she and 70,000 people who crammed the picturesque coastline knew she'd done more than enough.
I knew I had to come in here and do a consistently good competition, and I knew I had to smash it really, so that was all that was in my head, was just go out on the platform and then be yourself and do what I know how to do, and it really paid off.
A third straight world title for the Lake Macquarie diver, making the 27-year-old the most decorated female competitor in the history of the series.
I'm kind of lost for words, it still hasn't sunk in yet.
Kate Haberfield, NBN News.
A 3-minute burst early in the second standings following the penultimate has moved up to 6th in the Speedway Australia's Jason Doyle has moved up to 6th in the Speedway GP standings following the penultimate round in Germany. Following a tough start to the season, the defending world champion has now grabbed 2 straight podiums. Great Britain's Ty Woofenden leads the series by 10 points, while Doyle's second place finish all but guarantees him a spot on the 2019 series. The final round takes place in Poland on October 6. When they claimed the title in 2016, Souths broke an almost 3-decade-long drought. Just 2 seasons later, the Lions are once again Newcastle Rugby League champions. The hard-fought victory over Lakes built on solid defence.